As you probably know, you have less than 17 hours to decide what to pick. Well, in today's video I want to go over a question which arises constantly during the stream at 11 o'clock today. What should I choose? How is tank XYZ? And this is why I want to go through all the tanks you can get from the secret warehouse. I know some people already know what they want to get and already picked what they wanted, but this video is for the people which aren't sure themselves. So let's just jump in with the first tank. And that's the Schwarz Panzer 58. This tank, honestly, it's just a little bit of a sniper medium, not really good, and I highly suggest to not pick this tank as your first pick. Like, if you have anything else which is remotely in the same category as this tank, pick that and not this tank. I don't really like it, even though it's the only Swiss tank in a game. There are a lot better tanks out there which you can pick, you can take, and you can have a lot of fun with. So it's like a third choice, not first. I6B, same deal as the Schwarz Panzer. Seriously, it's not that good. It is an OG premium and it still feels like that. It kind of still feels out of meta because there's so much more potent tier 8 tank, these heavy tanks, medium tanks, which can just outperform the IS-6. So again, just take this thing if you don't have anything else. It's a solid premium, but I'd suggest take something which is more rare. Do I have to say anything about this tank? Type 59G. Just get it. If you have it, get it. It's one of the most rarest tier 8 premium tanks out there. It's not the strongest anymore, but it's still a very, very, very solid premium tank, you know. It's very solid premium medium tank, and you can flex on the haters with your golden camouflage. But again, boys, if you have anything else, maybe take something even rarer. Or if you already have the normal Type 59, I'd say pick something which is rarer because it plays exactly the same and doesn't give more credits than the normal Type 59. AMX 1357F, if you only have this tank and nothing else, only trash, take this. It's a very good tier 7 premium light tank. Like, it's one of the OG light tanks which are very, very strong, which do loads of damage, have a great clip, and are a lot of fun to play themselves. It's a very, very strong tank. Seriously, it's a lot of fun to play as well. We like to call it der Tacker because it's like tack, 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 tack. SU-76I, this is one of those rare vehicles, like ultra rare vehicles, and it's one of the most overpowered vehicles in the game. So I guess if you really enjoy low tier stats batting, if you like to play low tier tanks, this might be the choice for you. You know, but it's not for me because I don't really care about low tiers, especially as I will just seal club some new players and I don't really want to get away with new players. Panzer 2J, this tank is the same as the SU-76I. It's insanely strong. It's a very, very strong vehicle. You need to spam a lot of premium rounds because of your poor penetration. But hey, at least nothing really can penetrate you, you know? 80mm front armor, 50mm side armor. Herder, have fun with this €100 tank. Now for real though, if you really want it, get it, but I don't think that there are better options out there, especially for 5000 gold. Next up, the leichte Kampfpanzer M4190mm GF. Here the normal version because the GF is still sold on my account because I needed the credits, I was a whore. It is a solid premium light tank. It is a solid tank, has great HE, but the thing is, it gets shot on by anything slinging HE, like the EVR75 FL10, you know, which is also in the loot boxes. And this thing is a good backup when you're playing Frontline, and Frontline will come this year around summer-ish, I feel like, or early summer. But then again, there are better options out there, so I don't really can recommend this vehicle. Like, it's a second choice. It's a good second choice, but it shouldn't be your first one. FCM 36 Pak 40, insanely overpowered tier 3 tank destroyer because it's 400 meters of fuel range, amazing gun, very decent DPM. The thing is, it doesn't have any speed, you know, so it's kind of in that regard. The thing is, boys, this thing is very, very strong. It's also considered overpowered. I even used it back in the days to pad my win rate. As you can see, 200 games, 73%, yikers. But this tank was already sold for like 300 gold, so 5000 gold on this tank is very, very bad, except if you really, really love low tiers. But it's like a third or even a fifth choice. Don't get it. From one TD to another, the FV215B. If you like to one-shot people, if you like to be a dickhead about it, if you like to destroy somebody else's game with hash rounds, well, this is the tank for you. I hear a lot of people enjoying this tank over the stage 2 because you actually have some armor. Not reliable armor, but good enough that you can bounce certain amounts of shots, you know. It's a very decent tank. It wasn't here last year, this year. It was there last year. So if you wanted to finish up your tier 10 tank destroyer collection with the Fosh 55 and this one, then go for it. You people say the EBRs are OP, the Progettos are OP, then you've never played the Panzer 5-4. This thing is ludicrous. I consider this tank to be the best premium tank in the game tier for tier. Panther hull with tier 10 levels of gun handling, with special matchmaking, can only see a tier 6's maximum, amazing speed, great view range. Yeah, that thing is busted. And you know what the funny thing is, boys? You know what the funny thing is? 1300 DPG, and I don't even have the first gun mark at 54 games. The funny thing is, look at that guy, 74 games and I have 3 marks with 200 average damage less. Yeah, the Panzer 5-4 is that overpowered. Obviously right now it won't be that much fun to play because a lot of people pick the Panzer 5-4, but it's still worth it if you can have it. It's one of the more rare vehicles, it's one of the most fun vehicles. However, the other problem is, you are kind of also destroying your players' game, you know. And you have a turret which is rather weak. So if you see one of those, just slap it into the face like the midget did to me when I did my second Blackmarket video. No! What? Do you want to know more? Why no? Look, it's a special matchmaking heavy tank which has good heat. I would actually prefer it over the IS-6B, but the thing is, there are much greater tanks and much rarer tanks out there, so no, just don't take it. It has good mobility, but the gun handling is trash, which makes it already bad on my books, so I don't see the point, really, I don't see the point. Even though the T34B is also a subpar heavy tank which does not have special matchmaking like the WZ-11, I still would consider this tank to be a little bit more forgiving to play and a little bit more fun because they have actually a decent turret, you know? It can bounce quite a lot of shots, and maybe this tank gets buffed this year because they said 15 new premium tanks will be buffed, which were underperforming, so this might be one of those. I still consider this to be one of the OG premium tanks, which is still a lot of fun in my opinion if you know how to play with the hold downishness meta of this tank, and it is a solid second option, but I would take a more rare vehicle as a first option, like the Panzer 5-4 or the Type 59G. Oh, so you want to play actually a balanced Panzer 5-4? Then the Panzer 4 Hydrostat is for you. However, please don't buy it. You know why? This bad boy is in the bond shop, so you can get it for like 5,000 bonds or 1,500 bonds. It's literally the same as the Panzer 5-4, just that it has no good hull armor. That's literally it. That's literally it. So take it in a bond shop. Don't pick it out of your 5 vehicles. Well, you weren't able to get the Fosh 155 because of work, because of Wargaming screwing up the selling ordeal. Well, now you can get it. It's a unique tier 10 tank destroyer. It has trash gun handling. Don't get me wrong. You aim for loads of time. Seriously, your aim time is ridiculous long. Your mobility is also could be better, could be worse, you know. But it is a unique tank. You have a lot of bursts in 10 seconds, but you also have a lot of long reload time, 43 seconds. It's still an OG tank. It's still one of my favorites. So yeah, go for it if you have it. The thing is though, you will most likely get this tank again next year, or the year after that in like 2023. Canavan Action 10. Now this one is a very solid hull down heavy tank. Yes, not a lot of alpha, but good penetration, amazing DPM and okayish armor, especially in a turret that's still rather bouncy against same tiered opponents. And even some tier 9s, which is very nice. The thing is, I would say this is also a second option because you can get something like this, very similar to this, in the bond shop as well, which is the T26 E5 Patriot or the unskinned Patriot, which plays very similar to the Canavan Action 10. So this is a solid second option if you don't have anything good. It's a very good premium. It's a very nice premium if you get used to the low alpha and have good aim. But again, boys, it's kind of like there are more rare vehicles out there which you should pick. You didn't got any rare vehicles but got the Lansen C? Yo, that's a solid premium medium tank, you know. The only big issue with the Lansen C is its horrible gun handling, you know. Aiming a long time and you still might miss a shot or two. However, I really enjoyed this tank. It has good DPM, it has very good mobility and good camouflage. So if you know what to do and how to play, the Lansen C is for you and is a very solid second option. Ah yes, the Fosh tank, aka the Chrysler GK GF. don't buy it. It's in the bond shop, so there's no point. Plus, there are better heavy tanks or premium heavy tanks which you can get. It is a solid third option if everything else fails. But again, the thing is, this thing is in this bond shop, so you can buy it for bonds if you really want to, you know. So why should you buy it for gold and in this special black market when you have other chances? Oh, I see. You wanna be even a bigger dickhead to new players. Well, then the Lefouc Arty is for you. This thing is atrociously strong as an artillery piece, and it's frustrating to play against. It's basically the M44 of tier 5 with ludicrous fuel range and a fast firing gun with loads of penetration for that tier. This is truly the kill new players tank. So yeah, you might want to get it. I don't know, I think it would be a waste of your slots and 5,000 gold. Plus, I would dislike you for picking an artillery piece. Just know, don't take the Sexton one. It's not worth a single penny. Period. Another low tier stats pattern. It's the Minnie Mouse, the German Hotchkiss. You know, it has special matchmaking if I'm not mistaken. It has very good armor for its tier, but then again, it's a low tier tank. You're not going to make money with it, you're just going to club some seals. Club some poor new players which want to try out the game. So, no, just don't get it. Like, seriously, don't buy it for 5,000 gold. Or like, if you have it, take something else. Take something which you can make credits with, or which is rather rare, like the Type 59G or the Panzer 5.4. Ooh. The EBR 75 FL10, aka the strongest wheelie boy in the game. This thing is amazing for frontline. Like, this one is so strong for frontline. It's very good for, not clan wars, excuse me, very good for skirmishes as well. Like, seriously, this tank is very good and should be #1 priority. Seriously, if you have this, you have one of the 4 broken or strong or OP tier 8 premiums, and the Brochette is one of them, LT432 is one of them, as well as the Burrasque. Seriously, the EBR 75 FL10 is a very good light tank, and well, if you play it, you will see it yourself, you know. You will see it for yourself. It's a very strong light tank, very strong wheelie boy, very strong damage dealer. So yeah, it is a #1 priority to get this one out of all the other stuff. And going from one of the best light tanks in the game to one of the weirdest one, being the BTSV, another €100 tank. Yeah, boys, I don't know. It's up to you if you want to load your stats, but that's like a 4th choice, not a 1st priority choice. Pick a tier 8 premium, pick a unique tank, a rare tank like the Panzer 5.4, Type 59G if you have them, or the Fosh 155, or the FV 183. Seriously, pick one of those, but not this tank. This one has like the lowest priority in my opinion. And with that, I also want to say I finish up the video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and I was able to help you out. Again, a lot of people asked me during the stream, yo, I got tank XYZ, what should I pick? And I hope this video is able to help you out. Cheers and good luck on the battlefield. Oh, no, not good luck on the battlefield. Good luck with your choices. Good luck with your draws.